So I'm chatting with one of my good buddies over at Infoblox, and he said, hey, some of the use cases that some customers have a pain and they would like to automate is, hey, what if a DHCP range is, over 70% or X amount of utilization? Can we find them? Can we expand them and, change the range and size and things like that automatically? I was like, sure thing. I was like, yeah, I can build a workflow to do it and showcase that. But then I thought to myself, what if our AI chat agent can do it? So I took it upon myself as a challenge to do that. So now we're going to kick off a search and look for anything that's over 70% usage. So while that's doing there, I'm going to click over here and see that we have one that's over 75% usage. And let's go ahead and take a look. Perfect. I found a subnet owned by Tynes. Now it's going to go ahead and iterate through that. And here we go. Found the subnet. Here's the subnet information. So it gives you all the information regarding it. So now you see everything here that's needed. Now what's pretty cool, I can tell it. From here, I can say, hey, can you expand the subnet? Here it is, 4080/28 to 4080/24, or whatever slash you want to put in. But for the sake of this demo, I'm going to do /24. Let's go over here and take a look. As this is happening, it's going to run a patch command, and it updated it. So it went from a /28 to a 24. Let's go ahead and take a look here and verify that. So I'm just going to refresh. And there it is, a /24. Now I'm going to drill down because we still have a problem. Our DHCP range is very limited. So let's go back to our chat agent and still have our conversation with that. Can you update the range and exactly that from 1 to 100? Or I can even say, let's change that to 150. All right, as an example. Let's go ahead and do that. So now it's going to go and it's going to look at the Infoblox range. Then it's going to go ahead now and apply an update to the range. And now we can come over here. Now see it's showing it's completed and refresh. And we'll see that range being updated. But now if we look inside the range, there's a bunch of static IPs in here. So what we can do, and actually it tells you in here too that there are some additional IPs in there. But what if I want you to remove the range and move it around? So we can modify the IP range to remove the static. So what it's going to do here is actually look for the range, and it's going to update the range from that point of view to exclude that. And that's exactly what it did here. So it said, oh, hey, let's go ahead and allocate 1 through 20 for static, and then I'm going to do 21 to 150 for the DHCP range. And here gives you a nice little summary of exactly that. And if we click back over here, I hit refresh, you'll see that there's nothing in our range right now because our range changed. But come back here, here are those statics, and here's our new range. Let me make this a little wider so you can see that. So there it is. So one simple chat agent is able to do that. And the instructions, as you can see, are very simplistic for this particular use case. But imagine now telling it to restart DHCP services and all the appliances running this DHCP server. So now it actually go ahead and refresh and give you a whole give you new IPs, give you a new range, and your entire infrastructure is working great. And this could do it at scale. This is just one example of showing one subnet. But if you have multiple subnets, you can ask it to do the same thing as well. Just wants to show you the power of AI taking you from a DHCP range of very small, 70% usage, to expanding it to any range that you want. So right now the usage is 7%. Hope you find this helpful. Thank you. Have a good day.